Sushi was originally intended as a method of preservation, keeping fish preserved by surrounding it with rice and seaweed. Preservation, by definition, is to keep alive or in existence, make lasting. Life stories preserve us as human beings. They keep us alive and in memory, not only in the present, but also when we are 6 feet under. They preserve us by giving meaning to what we have done and what we have accomplished. Isn't that nice?
You cannot find your way back to the cabin. You're out there somewhere past the last cabin. You're out there lost in the forest at night, alone. And you hear a sound coming towards you. Something like this. It's probably not him. But just in case, if you're alone, lost in the forest at night, that sound is coming closer and closer and closer and closer. My one piece of advice to you kids, run like hell.
I'm like, well, has anybody ever, had a heart attack on this ride? And she says, no, ma'am. I'm like, well, has anybody ever died? Like, just tell me, has anyone died? And I was praying that she was going to say yes. And she says, no, ma'am, you can get on the ride. And I was like, oh, crap. So I get on the ride, and I'm sitting there, and my hands are starting to get sweaty, and my knees are starting to shake again, and I got that feeling in my belly. And I look at Sean, and I say, babe, I got to get off this ride. I got to get off right now. I can't do this ride. There's no way I can do this ride. I said, listen, sweetie, we have 2 kids, and if we both go on the ride and we both die, they're going to have nobody, and at least if I get off and you die, they'll still have me.
The most bizarre thing happened at the end of the dinner. He said, oh, son, he comes from Liverpool, I told you that earlier. He said, son, it's really nice to see you. Thanks for coming down. He said, I just want a word with you out the back. So I went out and he said, I like what you're doing. I understand. He said, but when are you going to get a proper job? And as I sit and stare, my music fills the air. Is anybody there to listen to me?
I ranted, I raged, I railed at what I felt was the injustice of it all. I whined, I complained to anybody who would listen. I awfulized, I catastrophized. And the more I awfulized and catastrophized, the bigger and bigger my problems became. The bigger and bigger my problems became, the lesser and lesser my ability to cope.
I was always a skinny kid, and I think I put on a lot of my weight for protection, because when people would hit you, you're heavier. It doesn't hurt as much. So I was 62 pounds heavier than I am now, and I had man boobs. And, being overweight, I had man boobs, and people would make fun of me, like, oh, James has man boobs. So I'd walk around like this, crossing my shoulders, hiding my man boobs if we were shirts and skins in gym, or if we were at a beach or out somewhere. After losing 62 pounds, I no longer have man boobs. I have pecs, and they're awesome.
So I'm in the bus this day. Now in Buenos Aires, there are high seats and low seats in the bus, and I was on a high seat. It's summertime. I'm wearing summer clothes and a shortish skirt. And there's a man, probably in his 40s, good looking, of course, and he's standing at the door, and he's waiting to get off the bus at the next stop. And his timing was immaculate. Just before the bus pulled up, he comes over to me, he leans down, and he says to me, Senora, allow me to congratulate you on your beautiful legs. Kisses me and steps off the bus.
Because we have fun, yes? We have fun, and it's meaningful, and you meet the nicest people at MoMondays. That's you. Give yourselves a hand. I want to invite all the speakers back up here. If you liked what they did, if you liked what you heard, you're going to show them some love. Mr. Mike, music, please. Hey, Mr. True, come on up here. We want you up here.